Hi guys, so in today's video, I feel so weird right now, like in all honesty. I don't know why I have decided to do such glam makeup. Firstly, I'm wearing a jumper. Secondly, it's 11:15 at night when I'm filming this, and for some reason I decided to literally do like full glam with like massive lashes, and I honestly cannot get used to it because in my past few videos I've been like not even doing eyeliner, and now I've just done like the whole thing and I'm like, whoa, who is this? But anyway, when I was thinking about what to film for today's video, I was coming up with ideas and stuff, and I was preparing such a good idea. I started gathering all of my drugstore makeup and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a best of the drugstore makeup, like my favourite drugstore makeup products of all time. And then I checked back on my channel and I realised that I did that video 2 months ago, and I was like, okay, maybe I won't do that today, it's a bit soon. So what I decided to do instead is that instead I'm gonna do my top 10, actually I think I've got more than 10, or maybe less than 10, I don't know. Basically my favourite drugstore liquids? My favourite drugstore lipsticks. Some of them are liquid lipsticks, some of them are normal lipsticks, but it's basically just drugstore lipsticks as a whole, what my favourites are, if that makes sense. So I'm sure you guys are aware, if you've seen my makeup collection, that I have a lot of lipsticks. Lipsticks and highlighters are like the thing that I have the most of. In all honesty, like in more recent months, I've kind of been choosing to invest in and wear more like high-end lipsticks, so like my Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks and my Ofra liquid lipsticks and Morphe liquid lipsticks. Like those are my favourite liquid lipsticks of all time and like my favourite lipsticks of all time, but there still are some really good ones from the drugstore, so I'm not really going to go in any particular order. So the first one that I'm going to talk about, I thought I may as well just talk about it because it's on my lips right now and I'm sure I will get questions. This is actually such, wait, what, it's got a hair on it somewhere. This is actually such a recent discovery, but I am so glad that I discovered these. I think they're pretty new. So these are the Rimmel London Stay Matte liquid lip colours, and I have the shade Moca on my lips. I thought this was the lightest nude, but I think there are even lighter nudes which I really want to get my hands on because I love nude lipsticks. I think it is no lie, if you're subscribed to my channel for a long time, or even actually, even if you just watched like 1 or 2 videos, you will probably know that I love a brownie nude liquid lipstick. This is a brownie nude, obviously. Not all of the ones that I'm going to talk about are brownie nudes. I'm mostly talking about the formula, but then I have picked out my favourite shades, which a lot of them are brownie nudes, but still. I really like the formula of these. I'm not too sure how much they are, but I've been wearing this one pretty regularly in the past, like, I don't know, I've only had them for about a week. But the fact that I've gone back to it and worn it a couple of times over just proves to me that I like the formula. There are some liquid lipsticks which I have had from the drugstore which I used to like, but after like trying better liquid lipsticks and then going back to them, I just find them too drying and crumbly. This one is quite drying of a formula, like it is a little bit drying, but it's not as drying as like, I don't know, like the sleek ones and the MUA ones I find really drying. I know that might be an unpopular opinion because I know a lot of people like them, and I really love the brands. I'm just not a fan of the liquid lipsticks. Whereas this one for me, it is still quite dry, but it's not as dry as the others. And what I really like about this is it goes on kind of moussey, so when I first got it I thought it was going to be something similar to like the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, but it does dry down like fully matte, so if you do a kiss test, like nothing comes off on the back of your hand, which I love in a liquid lipstick because it means that I don't really have to top it up that much throughout the day. And I had dinner like wearing this, I've eaten wearing this, and it survives really well. So I really like these Rimmel liquid lipsticks, and they have a bunch of cool shades as well. They have a blue one, they have a grey, which I really want to try and do some kind of tutorial for these, maybe more towards the autumn. Moving swiftly on, the next lipsticks that I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to get out of the way because they're technically not, like you can't get them in the UK drugstore, but they are of drugstore price, so I'm just going to quickly skim over these. Colourpop liquid lipsticks. These are some of my favourites of all time. The Ultra Satins are probably my favourite lipstick formula, like one of my favourite lipstick formulas ever, and also I really like the liquid lipstick formula as well. I think these are $6 or $7, and they do free international shipping. I think like sometimes they do offers where they do free international shipping, so I would take advantage of that offer. You do get charged customs. I think I got charged, I ordered like 8 liquid lipsticks and I got charged £15 customs I think, or £13, but in all honesty, like it was worth it for me. If you think about it, like if you're paying $6 each for a lipstick and you order like a bunch of them, then if you split the customs fee up into like, you know, add on a certain amount per liquid lipstick or whatever, then it only adds on like an extra like £1 or £2 to each of the lipsticks, if that makes sense. Another thing that you can do is do an order with your friends and then split the customs fee between you. That's another good idea. But yeah, Colourpop liquid lipsticks are so good. These are some of my favourite nudes. My favourite colours are Aquarius, 0.0, which is an ultra satin, Midi, Trap and Chi. I also love Beeper. But yeah, basically all of their nudes I would recommend because I do love a good nude, but as always, not that kind of nude. Up next is another one of my absolute favourite drugstore liquid lipstick formulas. These are the NYX liquid suedes. I know that a lot of people prefer the lip lingeries to the liquid suedes, but I honestly prefer the liquid suedes. I just find that they have a nicer texture, and this one is my favourite from the range. It's called Sandstorm. It's such a pretty brownie nude colour, what a surprise. But yeah, I just love these so much. They don't dry down fully matte, so they still leave like a little bit of moisture to your lips. Actually, I feel like at the end of the day these kind of are matte, but they don't like suck the life out of your lips. Like, they don't dry down instantly. They're kind of like a creamy-ish matte lipstick. But yeah, I love the formula of these. I think they're really good. They're really kind of similar to the formula of the Colourpop Ultra Satin lips. Highly recommend this. I've only got one shade to show you, but they do like a bunch of different shades. They have like every colour of the rainbow pretty much. Okay, so I did just briefly speak about these. These are the NYX lip lingeries, and I don't quite like the formula of these as much as the liquid suedes. However, if you like a good nude lip, they have such a big range of the lip lingeries, which is why I like these, because I really like the colours. I do still like the formula. It's not my favourite in the world, and also they kind of smell like paint, which I don't like. And my favourite shades are Bustier, which I think is supposed to be a dupe of one of Kylie Jenner's liquid lipsticks. I can't remember which one it is. I also really like the shade Satin Ribbon and also Corset. If you like a kind of grey sort of toned brownie nude, then I would really recommend Corset, is this one here. It's quite pale, but I really like that. I've been really into my more pale coloured nudes recently. The shade Satin Ribbon is kind of similar. It's a pale nude, but this one has a lot more of a pink sort of tone to it. So that one next to it is Satin Ribbon. The last favourite shade of mine is called Bustier, which is just like a slightly darker mauvey greigey sort of nude. Which I really like. Okay, so I just want to give a quick mention to two which are very similar. I don't know if the brands will be that happy with me saying that these are similar, but I don't care. So these are the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream and also the Collection Velvet Kiss. These have extremely similar formulas. Let me just give them a smell. Oh, I literally just got that on my nose. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I can't tell the difference between the formula of these or the smell. They smell exactly the same. They're in the exact same packaging, like, you see? But I think the collection ones are $3.99. I think the NYX ones are $5.99. I think they're a little bit more pricey. But to be fair, the collection Velvet Kiss, there's only 4 shades. But I do actually really like these. They go on as kind of like a mousse, and then throughout the day they kind of dry down to a matte finish, but they're not like, they're not the type of liquid lipsticks that you put on and they're like full pigment and then they dry down like instantly into a matte finish. They're more kind of like buildable ones, I guess, and they go on a bit lighter and more moussey, and then during the day they kind of like dry down a bit more matte. And this is the Collection Velvet Kiss in the shade Caramel 2, which is a really pretty, just kind of like standard nude colour. It's that one down here. It's quite a kind of like pinky sort of nude. And then the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream that I have to show you is in the shade Toulouse. And this one is a more like mauve sort of colour. And I do like these, but I just don't reach for them as much as like the liquid suedes, for example. But I think for like drugstore lipsticks, they are still good. So that's why I wanted to give them a mention. Okay, then finally onto lipsticks that aren't liquid lipsticks. These are just kind of like standard ones. The first two that I want to mention, oh, nice hairs everywhere, like literally my room is disgusting. The first two that I want to mention are two of my favourite lipsticks from Makeup Revolution. If you guys follow me over on their channel, you will know that I wear this in pretty much every video and like every live and just like a lot. This is the Makeup Revolution Iconic Matte Lipstick in the shade Chauffeur, and this is really cheap. I think it's like £4 maybe. This one, again, surprise surprise, is a nude colour, and this is just a kind of classic pale kind of like pink with a slight hint of mauve nude. It's this one down here. It's a really pretty colour. It's got that kind of like mauvey sort of undertone to it, and they do this in a matte version, which I really like, but they also have it in a kind of like satin version, I guess. This is just one of the, I think it's just called like the rose gold lipsticks, again in the shade Chauffeur, but if I show them side by side, they are pretty much the same colour, but the rose gold packaging one is a satin finish and the matte black packaging one is a matte finish, so it just depends on like what you like. But I prefer the matte one because it's a lot longer lasting. Okay, so we're nearly at the end of this. The next lipsticks that I want to talk about are Maybelline lipsticks, and I don't have very many of these, to be fair. I've only got 3 shades, but I absolutely love them, and I don't know why I don't have more. I think it's just because like I prefer liquid lipsticks these days. God, the amount of times that I've said liquid lipstick in this video. I would say out of all of the formulas that I've tried of classic lipsticks, Maybelline ones are the best, like the matte ones. These are both matte. I have the shade Gone Greige and Divine Wine. Divine Wine is such a gorgeous autumn shade. Like, it's so pigmented. It's a really deep wine red colour, as the name suggests. And then Gone Greige, I don't think we have this in the UK, which is really annoying, but it's kind of like a grey toned nude, which I absolutely love. But yeah, the formula of these is just so nice, especially, I've only tried the matte ones, but they're just so pigmented, so comfortable to wear on the lips. Yeah, they just have such a nice formula. They're so creamy and nice and long lasting, and yeah, I really like Maybelline lipsticks, so I definitely need to get some more. And then the last lipsticks that I actually want to mention in this video aren't technically, again, from the drugstore, but they are still most definitely drugstore prices, and if you're in the UK then you will be able to get these. These are the Primark Velvet Matte lipstick crayons. I have 4 of these, and I actually find myself reaching for them quite a lot. Not so much the darker shades, because obviously it's not really dark lip weather, but these 2 shades I love. They're called Mushroom and Ballerina. So Mushroom, again, is the kind of like greigey mauve sort of colour. Oh, I just love that shade so much. This is a really good dupe of Really Me by MAC. And these are only £2. They kind of remind me of the formula of the Maybelline ones. Wait, let me just swatch Ballerina. Ballerina is a bit lighter and it's more pink. They're so creamy, but they're also matte. The only issue with them is, like, I don't really know what happens when you like wear them down, because I'm gonna have to sharpen it, but I don't think I have a big sharpener. The darker ones are a little bit more patchy, but I still think for £2 they're amazing. Okay, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you guys want me to do any kind of like other drugstore recommendations videos, like top 10, I don't know, I'm working on the concealers one. I've already done the top 10 foundations, which you can find on my channel. I'll try and remember to put it up here in the cards, but I will most likely forget, as I do every single time. If you have any suggestions, just let me know down below, and I'll try and do them for you guys, because obviously I have a lot of drugstore makeup and I love drugstore makeup, so yeah, I'm quite happy to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you press the little subscribe button down below. Also, if you want to be involved in a giveaway, firstly, I have a giveaway going on my channel, which was yesterday's video. I hope you guys liked it. And also, I have a giveaway going over on my Instagram, which is sophdoesnails. I'm doing a giveaway on there to celebrate 100,000 followers on Instagram, which is like insane. It still blows my mind. So yeah, if you want to be involved in that giveaway, then head over to my Instagram. I'm probably going to be doing a giveaway soon on my second channel, which is sophdoesvlogs. So there we go, just plugging everything. So I hope you guys are having a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!